What's going on, guys? I'm Monday back at it again with your weekly Rust Skins videos. This is going to be a speed run video with no editing because I haven't installed Sony Vegas yet. This is a new computer, cheeky 3080 in it, of course, and now I can finally start to play Rust again. So let's just quickly look at the general store for a second, just to be very clear. This new pattern boomer for $11 is not something that you can be investing in. That is because this item will be permanently bound to your Steam account. Keep that in mind. It's a cool new little thing that's added to the game where you're going to be able to draw on it like you can with the neon signs, and then it's going to have like a firework effect of that thing that you've drawn. So you can draw something like a smiley face, or you can draw something else. I'm sure you guys can think of some other stuff to draw. It's going for $11. It's definitely a cool item, but as I said, you can't invest in it. Keep that in mind because you're not going to obviously make money from this item. Alright, so let's just quickly go over to the limited section now. And if you guys want to hear my thoughts on any of these Christmas items, so I'm just going to quickly go over them now. The wreath, Christmas lights, garlands, the neon sign pack, and the Santa beard, snow machine, and snowman. And on the second page, that's it actually. All of these items I've talked about in one or two other videos depending on the item. And I do think that you can make money from most of them again this year. I don't think you can make money from the wreath. I do think you can make money from the deluxe Christmas lights. I think you have a chance of making money from the garlands, but I do think that one's more of a 50-50. So at the moment, I'd go with just the lights over the three. I think you can make money from the neon sign pack, and I think you make money from the snowman and the beard, not so much the snow machine. And overall, just keep that in mind. But if you want to hear my thoughts for these Christmas items, then just go back to last year's video or the year before's video, as I do talk about these skins as they have been re-released by FacePunch. But I do have to say the new unique special FacePunch item this year is the Snowman Helmet, and apparently this thing's got 20% projectile protection and it costs 10 cloth to craft. So this thing is absolutely fat. $6.85, and you can trade and sell this after the 7-day cooldown, of course, and this is going for $6.85. Honestly, I actually think this is a pay-to-win skin. I think this is actually going to be really good for early game. I definitely would recommend getting it. Hopefully it doesn't melt in the sun. I'm just kidding, I'm sure it wouldn't, but $6.85, this thing, you can't go wrong with this. I do think you're going to make money from the Snowman Helmet. I'm not sure how big it is because I haven't seen it in game, but it does look sick just looking at this one picture. Alright, so let's not start on the second page because that just seems weird. Evil Snowman L96. Oh, okay, so obviously also I didn't even mention, but I will recommend investing in the Snowman Helmet, $6.85. I think it's a steal. It's a pay-to-win item, and I do think you're going to make money from it. So sorry about that one. Let's go back to the Evil Snowman L96 now, going for $3.45. Overall, this L96 looks absolutely fat. I'm not 100% sure if it glows, but judging by these pictures, we don't have a nighttime one, so I'm going to assume it doesn't. So overall, the L96 is a harder gun to get in-game. Keep that in mind. Obviously, you get it from airdrops, oil rigs, in other words, just locked crates, or PvP. So some players aren't very good at PvE or PvP, and so they're going to struggle to get it, and it's going to be a little bit harder. And so the demand for this L96 skin isn't going to be as high. Overall, $3.45. I do think you could probably pick this up straight away off the Rust store onto the community market for a little bit cheaper with a buy order. But come Christmas time, which is obviously coming very soon, it's the 18th now, I do think that you are going to see this increase in price after Christmas time and then into January. So overall, I would recommend getting the Evil Snowman L96 off the Rust store if you have the money for it, but I don't think it is the best item to invest in for this week. But overall, I will recommend investing in the Evil Snowman L96 if you do have the money to. So let's move over to, what do we have? We've got the Gingerbread Double Door, going for $3.45 as a continuation. We've had the Gingerbread Sheet Metal Door, if I remember correctly, and I'm pretty sure that's probably it. I'm pretty sure that one made you money. This one's going for $3.45. It is a glowing deployable though, so it is above standard store price, but this is usually what the glowing deployables go for, so pretty much standard store price for glowing deployables. Overall, do I think this one's going to make you profit? These days there is quite a fair few glowing sheet metal double doors, so I do think this one's going to be a little bit harder to make profit, although it's a Christmas themed skin. Christmas themed skins go up during Christmas. So I do think if you buy this one come next year when it comes to Christmas time, you will be able to sell this one for a profit. So I will recommend investing in it. It's going to be a useful play skin as well, just because in my opinion glowing deployables are pay to win, and this is obviously a glowing deployable. So I will recommend investing in the Gingerbread double door for this week. So let's have a look at the Nutcracker set with the Nutcracker Helmet, $1.35 for all of these items. Let's just quickly click through it and have a little cheeky look. Overall, I'm not thinking it's too standout. This chest could actually be something pretty cool. And I do think that you could probably pair this up with some of the Lunar New Year stuff or the Phantom stuff and make some pretty nice looking sets with this. And it's only $1.30, so don't get your hopes up. I highly doubt we're going to get a Nutcracker, clothing set or anything like that. But for only $1.35, I do see this being a okay investment. I'm not going to say it's going to be a very good investment, but I don't think it's going to be too bad. I'd recommend getting the Nutcracker kilt over the vest, but I'd recommend getting the vest over the helmet. So in order, I'd recommend getting the kilt, vest, then the helmet. Wouldn't really recommend getting the helmet though, because the road sign helmets don't really make you that much profit, coffee can helmets I should say. And that is mainly just because there's so many things these days that can have a equal to or higher projectile protection. For example, we've got this Snowman helmet that is almost the same. So just keep that in mind as well, guys, because the road sign helmet, coffee can helmet, does get used quite often by a lot of people, but also it does get skipped over by quite a lot of people as well. So keep that in mind. Overall, though, yeah, the kilt will be better than the vest, and the vest will be better than the helmet. I would recommend investing in the first two items, but I wouldn't recommend getting the helmet. That's everything on that page. We're only really talking about the community-made skins for this week. Keep that in mind. If you want to watch the Christmas ones, watch last year's video. And if I don't talk about it in last year's video, then watch the year before's video. But I'm pretty sure I go over them. Another thing to keep in mind, like for example, the deluxe Christmas lights. These are probably going for around about 20, let's say $25 on the community market at the moment. And as you can see, they are $11 on the Rustlin store. So if these do re-release, which clearly they have, then they'll obviously go down on the community market, but you can quickly sell them on the community market. And if you miss your chance to sell them on the community market, you can trade them on Trade It or another trading site before their prices recover. So you trade it for $25, let's say, to another item that's $25, and then you just sell that item for a buy order or whatever on the community market, and that is how you can quickly make money. And then you can go back and you can buy your deluxe Christmas lights again. You now have your deluxe Christmas lights back, but you also have that extra money in case you wanted to buy something else, or if you want to keep saving and buy something big. So keep that in mind. You can do that with all the FacePunch items, but as I said earlier, some of them like the wreath aren't going to make you money next year, and so there are other things that I'd recommend getting over them, like the neon sign pack and the Christmas lights over the wreath or the festive garlands, for example. Alrighty, now let's go over to the community skins again. We've got the Snowman Furnace. We've had quite a few Snowman Furnaces from memory. This is going for $2.05, which is the standstill price for a furnace skin, and it is glowing, so I mean it's not actually any more expensive than what a normal furnace skin would be. I'm pretty sure that these are probably only glowing, these lights only glowing while the furnace is actually on, which is a shame. I'm not sure if they can make it glow while they're not on from memory, but overall I do think it looks really nice, but I don't think it's really going to make you money, so I'm not going to recommend investing in the Snowman Furnace, just because there is a lot of furnace skins and they're not really making you too much money. Already talked about Snowman Helmet. I would recommend getting it. Sweet Surprise Eoka, going for $2.75. I'm pretty sure we've got around about 6, maybe 7 Eoka skins just from memory. It's been a while since I've looked at them on the community market. These are going for $2.75. Not a bad price, but I do think these are definitely going to get oversaturated. Currently, they're not on the top sellers page, although that is a good thing to see, but we do see not too many Eoka skins or Eokas, I should say, actually being used in game. A lot more are going to be used during Christmas time, and that is simply because of the Christmas present event thing you get, where you go around and you hit all the Christmas presents, and you get the little Christmas present box things that you then open, and sometimes you get Eokas, so that is why Eokas become a lot more common during Christmas time. What I'm trying to say is I do think that this Sweet Surprise Eoka is probably going to get oversaturated, and you're probably going to be able to get it for less than $2.75. If you want to pick this one up, I'd recommend getting it on the community market with a buy order. But if you want to get it as a play skin, then I think it'll probably be fine as well. You probably will just not make any money. So I'm not going to recommend investing in that one. Let's just quickly go back. I accidentally hit one of my mouse buttons. Alrighty, let's look at this garage door. We've got a tasty Christmas garage door going for $3.45. It is glowing and it has a fat glow by the looks of it. Honestly though, I mean, I'm just going to say it now. I do think this is definitely going to spike during Christmas night next year. But throughout the year, I don't think this one's going to be too crazy. You don't want to be rocking a, Rudolph the reindeer skin all year round. You mainly want to just be rocking it during Christmas time or December. So I'm not going to recommend investing in the tasty Christmas garage door. I do think you're going to be able to get it for a little bit cheaper, even though it is a glowing deployable with a really nice glow. I do think there are better garage doors out there that are glowing for less than $3.45 on the community market. So overall, I don't think the demand is going to be very high. I'd recommend trying to invest in this one off the community market with a buy order and then reselling it next year when it becomes more popular. But for the time being, I wouldn't recommend investing in it off the Russellam store. Moving over to the Yeti hoodie and pants. Overall, I actually think these are both pretty sick. I've only just seen like these front two pictures here, but just looking at them, it is a pretty sick idea, and I do think these are really cool. I hope this set continues. I highly doubt it will, but they're only going for $1.35 each, and they are a white set. So I mean, these are a good substitute for like the No Mercy, Whiteout, blah blah blah, whatever else is out at the moment, Snow Warrior, all the other white stuff. So $1.35 is pretty cheap and a good cheap substitute for those items. Overall, I will recommend investing in both of them, and I'd recommend getting the pants over the hoodie just because the hoodies do usually sell more, and so the demand for the pants are usually higher on the community market and make you more profits. So that is what our Russellam store for this week is looking like, guys. Next week, I will have an edited video of the Russellam store, as it's going to be more Christmas skins again. But this week, as I said, I hadn't downloaded and installed my Sony Vegas just because I just got this new computer the other day and I haven't actually gotten around to doing it yet. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'm not going to show you my cart for this week just because I can't edit the zoom up, so there's not really too much point. But you guys know that I would invest in some things and not so much in others. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and remember, have a skits one.